beep, beady, beady, beep, beep, beady. Beep, beady, beady, beep, beep. So I just got a message. I got a text message from somebody. I'm trying to find my Discord page. I was distracted. Somebody had already posted something on the art page on my Discord. Okay. Okay. I gotta wait for Jeff to arrive. Oh. And then we will talk about the movie. The movie. Yeah, live chat is on. Okay. And I've got to colour in this. Colouring. Colouring. I've also got other music stuck in my head. Or I might put different music on later. I don't know. Haseen is here and he says hi there. HS. I'm just going to call you HS because it's easier. Yes. Oh, I'm not finished with this brown colour. So yeah, just waiting for Jeff. Got to colour in this little teeny picture. The teeny picture in teeny. Teeny picture in teeny. Because his back fur is actually brown. So I'll include that. There you are, Jeffers. Are you ready to have the talk about movie? Because me and Jeffrey watched a movie last night. It was awesome. I had forgotten a lot about that movie, and it was just so cool to basically like rewatch it after so long. Because I've watched the series multiple times, but I've had about a year and a half break from actually watching the series, and yeah, it was so cool to basically just have it back, you know, kind of like have the movie back, and knowing that I'm going to be watching that a lot more Stargate soon is kind of awesome. Ooh, the pen lagged right over that ear almost. It's a good thing that part needs to be brown. But no, how are you, Jeffers? What are you up to? Can you hear me okay? Are you? Yep, I'm here. Okay. I'm ready, Tubbs. I was right about Alexis Cruz. He was Enrique when he was little on the Cosby Show. Okay. I have no idea about like. 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 I have no idea about about the Cosby Show and stuff. Basically, you know, the only real 80s programming that I remember is the Cosby Show, mostly 80s. It's very region specific, you know. It's like there was a show. It's like the show The Royal Family. You know, The Royal Family was a show about just a family just sitting around watching TV. You know, or men behaving badly, or you know, stuff like that. It's basically stuff like that. They're British TV shows from the 80s, and it's like I don't think that you would know anything about those. But the Cosby Show is very much like that. I don't know anything about it because I grew up in the UK and also in a different time period. Because you're so old, Jeff. But yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, was Alexis Cruz was Skara. He's a character on like in the movie. He's like the leader of the younger generation of native Aberdosians. Yeah, because you got Farouk. I think he's called Farouk. I can't remember the name of the elder. You know, the leader of the town. I keep saying town, village. It's because it's not really stated how big the place is. I mean, it's always shown how big this city is, but it's just mud huts, and they're quite small rooms, and they do only go into like the entrance, like into a gatehouse, and everything seems to be just very tall, you know, and then they can just go into the entrance there, and there's a fire pit, and there's like there's like a seating area and like a council area or something. I don't know. And then there's like rooms off of that in individual buildings and stuff. And then the town or village or whatever you want to call it seems to be in one very narrow strip. And it's cool when you look on the edge of the strip because you think it's a giant city, but in fact it's actually kind of small. So I keep thinking it's more of a town, you know? It's like a classical town. So yeah. But yeah. It's a weird thing. I know it's just like, oh, it's movie prop, so yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, what do you think about it, Jeff? What you know, you watched it. So just because it's his back, he's got a black stripe going down his back, or almost black stripe. So I'm just going to do that. Right. I'm doing all of the all of the coloration. I've done all of the base coloration for this guy. So all of his basics are done. I've got the basic coloration for the other guy. But yeah, so there's that character in the show. He basically does have the same. He's the same character. You know, they don't really improve on it or anything. Let me zoom out. It's way too zoomed in. Do I need this color again? I need to bring up the picture that I've got for thingy. We still haven't named him. There were a couple of good suggestions, but I basically don't remember them. So they can't be that good, you know? This guy. Okay, so his ears are slightly darker too. They're the colour of his tail. So I grab the colour of the tail, and we just do the inset of the eels. It's just basic coloration. We're not actually doing any of the. We're not doing any of the intense stuff yet. Oh god, pen lag is annoying. Yeah. It was louder than I thought it was going to be. I really enjoyed it, but I wish I could go in depth like YouTube's. John Spader was great and hilarious with his old James Spader. Dude, you can talk about it in depth. If you want to talk on the voice channel, then just say. I'll turn it on. I think I can do that. James Spader. Yeah, James Spader was good. I really prefer the Daniel Jackson. I can't remember what his name is. What's the name of the actor who plays Daniel Jackson in the series? I've got a feeling it's got like a H sounding name. You know, it's like Michael Shanks. Michael Shanks. I think it's Michael Shanks. Yeah, he plays Daniel Jackson in the series, and I prefer his interpretation a lot more. You know, I care a lot more about him. I think it's more because there's more of him in it. You know, there's more of that character. I still think that James Spader was a bit flat. Okay. So now I need the orange. Lots of the orange. Like a burnt orange. Orange. Oh, pen lag. You know, but hopefully we'll see more of the Michael Shanks character. Because, and you'll see what I mean. And yeah, there's there's just a lot of young. There's not enough of young Spader in things. I don't feel like he had much of a chance in films and stuff, because older Spader has had a lot of good roles. He's got I loved him in Boston Legal. Like he's really good in Boston Legal. But then again, you have to like Boston Legal to agree with that statement, I guess. I only know that my mum doesn't like Boston Legal, even though it's perfect for her. She would love Boston Legal. But yeah, there's a lot of political drama, which I totally agree with in it. It's like, oh my god, yes. Good legal arguments about stuff without going too much into, not going super SJW about stuff, and actually going into the arguments and facts and stuff. Like, I love that stuff. That's great. Plus, some of the characters are just really funny. Oops, come on. At some point, it merges with the chest fur, turns into, because this is his pelt. You know how corgis have like a pelt of hair. It's like their neck, around their neck, lots of neck fur. He's a were-dog corgi, so he's got more. So yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of the young James Spader stuff, but I still feel like they should have added more to his character. He's very much a matter of fact kind of guy, and yeah. But they do this whole thing where the characters would dwell. You know, if you made a movie now, the characters would dwell on the fact that he stuck them there. You know, he basically stuck them on this planet with no way back, and they would dwell on that. But in fact, it wasn't his fault. But they would dwell on the fact that it was his fault, even though it wasn't his fault, because no one fucking asked him how he was going to do this, you know. And I swear, in a military situation like they were in, you'd think that they would have asked questions of how exactly he's going to do that, because they need to know what he needs to bring with him, for one thing. So yeah, so I think that's just I think that's a bit poorly written, you know. And I feel like that they knew that they had made a mistake, so they're not dwelling on it so much. Plus, it was an early '90s movie, and they weren't all about, you know, super fit, touchy-feely, super sensitive people all the time. About like, you know, it's like, oh, that really hurts my feelings. They're just more like, oh, we're an action movie. Let's just go on to the next story point, you know. So that was cool. Wait a minute, what about his hands? Oh no, they're just okay. They're white. Okay, well they're orange. Okay. Bucket tool in a minute. Oh, that was all wrong. Oh, that was all one line. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, great. That's what I'm going to pick up my pen. I am going to read all of that, Jeff. I am honest, but I'm still talking about the Spader character, Daniel Jackson. But yeah, it's kind of like fascinating how just the differences between movies now and movies back then. You know, action movies now kind of like dwell on a lot of the touchy-feely emotions of everybody all the time, which is kind of annoying. And it's all about family and all that stuff. You know, they kind of have to wedge that in every now and again. You know, and we have to know these people. We have to get really personal with them and all that stuff. And it's like, you know, that's one of the things about the Fast and Furious films and stuff. It's like they want to be a movie with a semi-serious story about the characters and about the family and stuff like that, and be an action movie at the same time, when they should just stick to being an action movie about the car stuff, you know, because we get it, you know, you've been betrayed, or he's not really betraying you, or there's a convoluted story about it, but I just want to see the cars go fast. You know, a lot of people who watch those movies aren't watching it for the fucking story. But yeah. So I just finished this line. His arm. I'm doing the thing where I basically over concentrate a bit too much, which makes my vision slightly blurry because I'm really focusing my vision. That's bailed. Yeah. So there's that. Yeah. So and all the information you were telling me about the movie is so interesting and very cool. Tubbs, my bad. I'm sorry. Yes, James. Not sure. It's okay. What information? What do you mean, the technical side? Oh, I like that. Basically, they didn't do it so much for the movie, but in the series, they actually have a technical advisor, you know, a scientific advisor and stuff. Plus, there's a character called Samantha Carter, and she's my favorite character, like ever. Who is not well? Okay, maybe not ever. She's one of my favorite characters ever in anything, you know. Who basically is a really brilliant actress, you know. Amanda Tapping, that's her name. Amanda Tapping is awesome. She is awesome. She's just straight up awesome. That woman is fucking amazing. Yeah, she is well, her rank changes throughout the series, but she's in the Air Force, and also she's got multiple doctorates in how the Stargate works, and she basically is one of the people who designed like the computer that runs the Stargate and stuff. And she's just amazing. But yeah, what makes the actress amazing is that she had to learn a bunch of technobabble about how the gate works and stuff. But she has a rule. The actress has a rule. She never says stuff that she doesn't understand. So she will research. She actually says this on one of the commentary tracks for one of the episodes that I've got. She actually says that basically, like, her day is like jam packed. She doesn't really have any free time usually because her day is jam packed with rehearsing, doing line read throughs, researching. She actually researches everything she says and make sure it's all correct so that she's not saying some bullshit and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, she's just really, really, really intelligent because, well, some of the stuff that she says is like really high up, you know, high end physics stuff, and it's amazing. But she is basically the source of all of this information that I got. You know, she's the person who wrote the book on the Stargate, basically. Because she talks about it all the time in the show because that's her job. Anyway. Yeah, so I get a lot of information from her, plus just general wormhole physics and stuff, which is interesting. And yeah, I kind of wish that the Stargate universe was real, so that I could work at. I want to work at Cheyenne Mountain. I just want to work there because I told you this last night, Jeff. I've got an idea for. You know, I know exactly what I'd be doing in the Stargate program. I'd be one of the guys that is basically in the research and development area, and actually trying to recreate a Stargate. You know, build a Stargate. But mine would be way better because it won't destroy you when you walk through it. But yeah. I love the way you translate the Egyptian language. I will admit that I kind of did a bit of fibbing. That most of it was just remembering, because like I said, when I was a kid, this was my favorite movie. Like that was my favorite movie. So I've watched it lots, so I kind of remembered a lot of it. But there are parts of it that I actually did translate because the whole thing I kind of learned ancient Egyptian, well, the basics of ancient Egyptian and stuff because of the movie, and they actually use a form of Olmec. What's it called? What's the base language? You know, like you get Latin and you get other languages which are the root dialects to basically all human language and stuff. It's one of those. Oh, god damn it! But you can actually look it up and you can learn it yourself, and they actually use that in the movie. So it was really easy to figure out when I was like 11 I kind of figured out the language, which was cool because the internet was just coming around. What the hell's this? It's supposed to be the nothing. What? Oh, okay. It's going to be orange. That makes sense. Okay, so I have to fill up all of the spaces that, yeah, not going to be orange. So yeah, I basically filled in the gaps of exactly what was happening, what I remembered from the story, and what I remembered from reading the subtitles over and over again and trying to remember the exact phrasing and wording of stuff. So yeah. Hey, Itchy. Yeah, because the physics behind the Stargate are really cool and totally work, but it's just that it's kind of it's very involved. But luckily they had 15 years to work it all out. So they could easily do that. Wait a minute, has he got like a, yeah, there's a slight black lipness going on. Okay. I'll have to fix that when I do the brushing, when I do the brush touching up. But yeah, just to recap, so everybody else understands what we're talking about. I've talked about how how transporters on Star Trek work, right? They basically destroy you. They scan you, destroy you, and then make a copy of you on the ship. That is how transporters work. Oops. Well, a Stargate does something similar, kind of, not really. Yeah. The Stargate, the aperture of the Stargate, the ring part, it basically takes note of every single, single little particle atom that you have in you. As you pass through it, it will also take note of exactly where those atoms are as well, and the speed in which they're going and all of that stuff. It basically makes a note of that and then sends it to the Stargate on the other side. While it's doing that, it also rips you apart. It'll organize the atoms into a continuous stream of matter. So it'll basically rip the atoms apart from each other, line them up, and then send them through the wormhole. Because as we discussed last night, human beings can't actually survive if you just throw them through a wormhole. If you throw a person through a wormhole, they will be destroyed. It's like going through a black hole. You know how it's bad to go through a black hole. It's because gravity works different. Gravity works radically different in a wormhole. Space works different. It's a whole thing. So if you were to put a human into a wormhole unprotected, then say they went in holding out their arm. As they pass through the wormhole, their arm is moving, will be moving either faster or slower. If it's moving faster than the rest of the body, which will happen in a black hole, in a wormhole, then it will be yanked off of the body. If it's moving slower than the rest of the body, it will be crushed and broken. And yeah, and all of this stuff is happening at the cellular level as well. So basically, your cells, one part of your cell might be traveling faster than the back end of the cell, and when it does that, it will change shape and then snap. You know? So yeah, so you can't actually travel through a wormhole unprotected. That's why the Stargate does this. It basically it uses all of your atoms, lines them up so that they basically won't be destroyed, because you can't destroy the atoms themselves. You can't destroy the matter. When you throw it in a wormhole, it will just be broken up and stuff. But if you basically put it through a wormhole already broken up, then yeah, once it gets to the other side, as it gets to the other side, so this is the other Stargate, it kind of gets like reordered by the Stargate into you, and you walk out the other side. You know, it gets put back exactly how it was when you went in. And there you go. That's how the Stargate works. Now, that's awesome. That is awesome. But of course, you know, you get the whole. You have the same arguments that you have from Star Trek. However, the arguments from Star Trek are not valid because they convert your old body. You know, they scan you on the surface, and then it destroys you. It converts your body to energy, and then it just it naturally, by scanning you, it basically has your energy on the ship, and then it remakes you not out of that energy, just out of the ship energy. So it's not even your matter, you know. And the Stargate itself actually uses your matter. It is you. It is your matter, your stuff. So yeah, I'm of course worried that if I don't know if I would actually go for a Stargate, because I kind of want to, but I kind of feel like if I did that, my consciousness would not survive, you know? And it's a real shame, because it looks fucking awesome. So I would be one of the people that wants to make a new Stargate. However, and I've already talked to this, Charlie, that doesn't work. I can see your message still, and it's around about £320. Anyway, yeah, I'm not sure that your consciousness would survive going through a Stargate. It would basically. I've got a bad feeling that if you went through a Stargate, then you would die, and something that basically looked exactly like you, and acted exactly like you, would be on the other side and made out of your matter, even, you know. And that's the problem. That's a big problem, in fact. That's a big no-no. Because, yeah. So my Stargate idea would be, I would basically copy the Stargate. However, I would project the event horizon, the shimmery water effect that you see, through the wormhole, and make it almost perfectly line up with the other event horizon on the other side. You know, push it all the way in, so that when you walk through the watery puddle, you wouldn't be destroyed or anything. You would just go through one shimmery puddle and out the other straight away. You would still exist in the wormhole, but it would only be for like a fraction of a second, for like an inch or something. You know, human beings can survive in a wormhole. You know, if the wormhole is only like an inch long, you know, no problem. But there are other problems with that, and yeah, like what if the projection of the tunnel, you know, what if the projection of the event horizon actually turns out to be just, you know, millions of light years long? You'll just end up with a big tunnel instead of a puddle. You just end up with a big tunnel that goes on forever that you'd have to walk through, and it'll be like a pain in the butt. It probably actually would destroy Earth, because there wouldn't be enough atmosphere on Earth to basically project into the tunnel, you know, because there's a big column of air, you know. It's a thing. So what about your spirit and memories? You can't make a memory with atoms, right? You know what memories are, right? You do know what memories are. You know that memories are actually physically represented in the brain. They're a physical thing. They're made out of matter, which is made out of atoms. So, yeah. As for spirit, I'm not sure there is such a thing. You know, your spirit, your soul, and stuff. I kind of don't believe that there is one of those. Okay. Oh, I haven't done the bear wee. There's a little bit. Oh, I've got to do the arm. Oh my god. Already then. Yeah, I mean to say consciousness, that just couldn't think of the word of it. Well, the thing is that, you know, the thing that is you, that is listening to me now, if you go through a Stargate, then that will discontinue. Whatever happens to you when you die, you know, potentially blackness, just endless nothing, and you won't even be able to think about it. So it really is just you cease to exist. Which is one of the potential possibilities, the most likely possibility, in my opinion, of what happens to you when you die. That's what will happen. You step through a Stargate, and then that will happen. And on the other side of the Stargate, it won't be you. It's not you, but it'll act like you. It'll be like a new consciousness, you know. I'm trying to think of a good analogy, you know. It's like you've got a remote control car, right? It's like you've got a remote control car, and imagine basically like the soul of that remote control car are the batteries. Now, normally you just recharge them and stuff, but you know, it's its brain, it's its soul, you know, whatever. And then all of a sudden, basically, like there's a, you know, it's connected to a circuit board, and that's it. Basically, that's its memory, that's its soul, that's everything. And then one day the battery explodes. You know, it gets too hot and it just bursts and ruptures and it just it explodes. You then get a replacement battery with a replacement circuit, and it's exactly identical. It's exactly the same, and you put it into your remote control car. It's basically the same thing, but as far as it's concerned, it's dead. Its brain is gone. You know. But then it basically it's still it. But yeah, you know, it's a thing. It's like it's yeah. That's a really bad analogy now I think about it. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But here's the weird twisted thing that you're never gonna figure out, that nobody can ever figure out. This happens to you every single day. This happens to you every single day. How do we know? How do we know that traveling through a Stargate is any different to you going to sleep? How do we know it's any different than that? Because when you go to sleep, all your conscious mind is gone. It's off. It turns off. How do we know that what we're experiencing, what you're listening to right now, you know, the person that you think you are, that is listening to you right now, how do we know that when you woke up, that wasn't the beginning of your particular consciousness for today? How do we know that? The real answer is that we don't know. So yeah, it's a thing. So we don't actually know anything. It's a weird crazy world, isn't it? So yeah. Yeah, fuck that. That's depressing. Well, go for a Stargate, I mean. Well, that's the thing. Like I said, I don't know. I might want to do it just to see, you know. It's kind of one of those things. I don't believe in an afterlife. I also don't believe in an afterlife. Yeah, I mean, I don't either. I mean, if there is one, bonus, you know, awesome bonusness. I mean, even if we get sent to hell, then it's kind of a thing. Well, at least we're not. At least there isn't any, you know, nothingness that's happening. I guess I don't know. If we get sent to a hell, you know, it's like, oh well, that's still existing, I guess. I don't know. But I kind of have the hope. I kind of have the hope that there is some kind of weird reincarnation thing, because listen to it this way: the universe, it doesn't waste anything. You know, electrical energy and matter don't just go away. You know, and that's basically what makes me me and my consciousness and stuff. So yeah, I kind of always have I have the hope that when I die, that I will exist in some form. You know, that my consciousness will, it won't be just nothingness. It will basically just be whatever happens to the consciousness when it gets dispersed around, when it gets spread around, and eventually some of it might coalesce again into a person. Who knows? Into another person. It might be a lot of blades of grass for a while. It might be, just in the atmosphere for a bit, but enough of it might come together again to make another one of these, another person, another thinking high level thinking agent like me. And I won't be me. I won't be Tubbs, but because my brain chemistry would be all different and my body would be different and stuff like that. So it won't ever be me, but it will be something. I'll still be experiencing shit and things, and I kind of have that hope. But I do understand, because of the whole annoying rational thing that I do, hyper rationality or whatever it's called. I do understand that it's incredibly unlikely, and it is more likely that we just end. And it kind of sucks. But I'm kind of not afraid of it, It's going to happen. I mean, I can't stop it from happening. It will happen. So, yeah. I just hope it's not for a while and I get to do certain things before I do cease to exist. I was talking to Jeffrey about how you could basically easily kill people with the Stargate. Because it's really messed up. It's really messed up. Basically, all you got to do is basically put your hand in front of the star. Say you're walking single file in a Stargate, and you really want to kill the guy behind you. That's also going to walk through the Stargate. You go first, and then just stand. Once you're on the other side of the Stargate, you just stand there. They will cease to exist. Their matter won't get reintegrated. It will exist in the wormhole in its disintegrated state until you move out of the way. So all you got to do is basically just stand there, and eventually the gate will turn off, and they would cease to exist. It's like, oops, I was saying to Jeffrey that the only way that you can stop this from happening, the only way that if you're the guy behind the guy that you know is trying to kill you, the only way to stop that from happening is if you basically ran through the Stargate full speed, because then you will just you'll exit the Stargate at the same speed that you entered it. So basically, you will run into the person that is that is on the other side of the Stargate, that is just standing there, that is trying to kill you. They ever do this in Stargate? There is a mechanism which kind of makes it happen at one stage, but yeah. Oh, this is really cool. In the series, they actually fire missiles through the Stargate at one stage, because it was like, yeah, it's funny. They come out of the Stargate. They point them into the Stargate, like facing up slightly. So the Stargate's here, and the missiles are going to go. The pen is the missile, and it goes through the Stargate, right? And it comes out the other side, and it kind of do the, and then they fly up. They fly straight up. And it was like, oh my god, this is so cool. So yeah. Itchy, I'm wondering if that helped clear up anything, you know? There's a line here. I was like, what? Did it just end? No, it's the end of the bar. I might as well use the line tool. Line tool, activate. Beep. Thanks for the lesson, Tubbs. Dude, the physics lesson on how Stargates work. But yeah, I was going through this with Jeff last night while we were watching it, and he seemed to enjoy it, so that's cute. I don't want the line tool gone. Thank you. Ooh, I've got yogurt. I'm gonna have yogurt when I go inside. I had a steak pie after I did my mega workout. I did all the weights today, all of them. So that's 5 kilograms times 4, 2.5, because they half, you know, the weights, the size of the weights, they go down by half as you get closer to the edge of the bar, and it's 5, and it's 2.5, and it's 1.75, and then it was 0.75. No, what are the really little ones? But no, I did all of those times 4, and yeah, I was like, oh, this is great. And then I basically I set up for tomorrow's workout where I took off the little weights, so I'd be using those ones, all but the littlest weights, and oh my god, it felt like it was nothing. It was just like I could, where is this a ring? You know, it's like this is nothing. It makes you feel like Superman. But ever since then, this arm has been a bit, I don't want to work anymore, so that's why I'm just leaning on it. But yeah, then I had meat pie because it was awesome. I'm back up, so sorry my cousin called. It's okay, dude. It's okay. I kind of want to watch Stargate some more. Can we watch Stargate some more? I kind of want to watch Stargate some more. I wish we could all watch Stargate together whilst I was drawing. But yeah. Whilst I'm colouring in. This seems to be taking forever. I think it's because I'm talking. It's because I'm talking. Right, that's all of the orange that I need to do. I haven't done your character yet because I'm just doing the ones that I've got colour reference for at the moment. But I will do it. This is a teeny picture, so I've just got to... concentrate. Well, it wouldn't change you mentally. It would just be. It wouldn't be you. But I don't know if that's the same as. I'm not sure if this actually was brought up in the series. I do think that, you know, I understand the science of it, and basically, there's a in this series, there is a scientist who's actually going to go off well for the first time, and like one of the army guys, one of the Air Force guys, basically is like behind him, and he stops in front of the gate and he's just looking at it, and he's and the army guy's like, dude, what's wrong? It's like, well, it's just that if you knew the science behind how one of these things works, then you might think about walking through it too. And I was like, yeah, I am. That's terrible, you know. And then he just shoves him in. And it's like, holy crap. This is exactly the same problem as the people on Star Trek who basically, they do this all the time. You know, they basically kill people all the time. And that winds me up because, you know, they meet a civilization, they don't know about the transporter technology because they don't have transporter technology or whatever, and they're like, well, beam aboard, and it's like, wait a minute, beaming, and they're like, yes, we have a device that will instantaneously transport matter from one place to another. That's all they say. That's all they say, and I'm like, no, give them more information. They might massively object to how this thing is done. More information, please. I'd be like, no, could you just send a shuttle? You have a shuttle. I mean, this is you're in a spaceship. I mean, you must have shuttles or some other way to land your ship or something. You know, you don't do this. This is bad. But no, they don't get it. They brush it off in one episode of one Enterprise episode, and it's like, are you kidding? Oh wait, should these have been brown? Well, they're orange now. They look better orange. So whatever. Whatevs, yo. Jeff, what would you be doing if you could work in the SGC? What would you be doing? Itchy, you too. Beep, beep. One side works, the other side didn't work so much. Yeah. You could be a diplomat. Like I said, I would be in the lab all the time with Dr. Lee. Oh my god, you're going to see Dr. Lee. He's very cute. Dr. Lee's a very cute scientist guy. Well, I've always liked him anyway. Dr. Lee. Okay, guys, it's orange time. Not muffin time, it's orange time. Let's see if any disasters are going to happen. Yay, disasters happen. Everything's all right. Beep. Beep. That worked. So I've got to figure out that. Okay. That arm worked. That worked. And the tummy worked. Is that paw too big? That paw looks a bit too big. I don't know. So where's the bit that I'm missing? Where's the loose connection somewhere in this mess? Line work, disappear. Okay, that connects. That connects. It's the eye. It's the bit above the eye, well, below the eye. There it is. Bucket. Go. Beep. There we go. I feel like I don't know enough to know what I'd be doing. If I'm working there, I would want you in my lab all the time. Give me my lab assistant. Sorry, I was just like, oh, I could talk to you in many ways. No, that's bad. Okay, and I want this shirt color because he's still wearing it somehow. I mean, I don't know. Are you good at engineering? Because you could work up with the MALPs, the little robot probe things that they send through the Stargate. I should have used the line tool. That's all messed up. Bucket. Sensibean. I don't know why my brain just went Sensibean. My brain is broken. I don't know. Maybe combat training or like weaponry. Could be a guard. Although they do get killed like a lot. They are a bit red shirty. I don't know. Red shirty is a Star Trek reference because, well, you know why. Somebody I know did. I was watching a video online of somebody I know, and they had some interesting background music, and I was like, where the fuck have I heard this before? This all sounds so familiar. And it was the Little Sebastian 1,000,000 Candles in the Wind song. It's like, oh my god. And ever since then, I've had like the I keep seeing Little Sebastian stuff everywhere. Like I'm rewatching a bunch of I've got a bunch of the Portly Gamer, his back catalogue, and I'm watching that recently because I updated my playlist and stuff, and every time I do that, I put a bunch of videos on whilst I'm adding stuff to my playlist of stuff to watch. I put a bunch of videos on of a channel I'm subscribed to or something, and yeah, like I said, just like I was watching the Port Gamer and he was talking about his Little Sebastian Funko Pop. I was like, seriously? But like I said, it seems to be everywhere. Just there seems to be Little Sebastian shit everywhere, or people make references to it or something. It's like, how old is Parks and Recreation now? Why has it suddenly become super famous? What's going on? Yes, that is crazy times how you can kill someone. Yeah, you can kill them many ways with the Stargate. You can stand them in front of the Kawush. Oops. So I just noticed these tips didn't get coloured in. There we go. Bucket tool. I'm going to clean up a lot of these fragments later, but for now, like I said, basic colouring, just doing the colouring and getting that out of the way. Then we can do the other stuff, because look how much the orange is encroached on the brown. So yeah. Wait. I like that. Yeah, I'm not an engineer. And then you said bye bye, little Sebastian, and then Jeffrey's laughing. Jeffrey, do you like Parks and Recreation? How about we do the watch along thing about 2 times a week? How about we just do that? You know, we do a weekend one and we do a not weekend one. How about that? Because I just really want to watch a bunch of stuff now. It's really annoying. Oops. I think that's all of his colours. Oh no, I've got to get the claw colours. Are they just black? Yeah, they're like the nose colour. They're black with orange. I need the pencil. Thank you. I don't want to colour the entire thing. That would be confusing. Just his claws. And that's that done. Oh, I've got to do the nose. A cartoony move. Oh, the pen lag really fucked my head just now. I'm going to get it closer to the edge. Because I'm about to break now. Everything you say to me. I have a room to breathe. Ready, set. It's very, very anticlimactic. The steak pie sounds delicious, Tubbs. What flavour yogurt we have? Jeffrey, I think you're on super delay. Let me know when you hear this noise. It is 0012. That's the time. No, I'm kidding. I just wanted to see what that would do. Okay. So his colour's done. I'm going to save because I've got a bad feeling. I keep thinking it's going to crash. You heard it. What? How are you only replying to things I said like 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago? I'm confused. I'm just glad that Itchy's not going nuts over my singing earlier. It's so good. It's like, no, it's not. I know it's not. You know, you're not the only one that heard it. I heard it too. Oh, right now I've got little Sebastian playing in my head. It's fun, but, you know, annoying. What's the coloration like on your bill? What did I do there? Itchy actually does sound pretty good. And if you want to check out his channel, then you can actually find some examples of his songs and stuff. And it's actually really good. Deflect. I had a phone call earlier, my annoying cousin, but I'm finally back to, yeah, what? Okay, I'm. Are we getting messages from the past? Because you've already written that. So I just in my head heard Itchy go, no. It just popped up on my screen. That's what I said. That was classic. That was classic. I'm sorry, Tubbs. I don't know. I didn't know you saw that message early. I did. I said. I think I said it's okay, Jeff. I'm pretty sure I did. Okay then, Itchy. I won't. You know, how do I tell people not to go check out Itchy's songs on his channel? I don't know how to do that. don't check out Itchy's songs on his channel. Is that good enough? I don't know. Oh dear. Right, I need to find a color picture. I'm gonna say I need to find a colored picture of Itch of Jeff of Brugger, Jeffrey's Brugger bear, and I was like, is that racist? It sounds racist, but at the same time, it's weirdly accurate. I don't know what to do. My brain's just like eject. Maybe I abort the situation. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I've got to find a color picture of Brugger. So it'll be under furry art. Where are you? Where are you? My furry art. Scanning. I'm gonna have to check you out, Itchy. Oh no, Itchy. Scanning. I've got a close up of the face because it's yo face, but I don't know what coloration I did it in. Okay. Scanning. Oh, I've got the big business Tanio picture. Chef Wolf, I think that's what it's called. I don't know. That I did. That had controversy behind it. Like, oh my god, controversy. There's a TMZ everything. Ooh, the computer just blinked out a little bit. Shouldn't go through my files while I'm streaming. Apparently it's bad. Scanning. I did have a random memory today just pop up, which was kind of pleasant, but still funny. Just the whole, remember when I stole the big gulp, the giant decanter? No. The giant drinks mug thing from Vegas, Itchy? I had that memory. I was basically like, oh, that's cheaper than I was expecting, but I better move because, yeah, I remember looking over to you for confirmation of how it's like super cheap, and then looking back at the register because you were like, no, that's, and I was like, what? And then looking back at the register, getting out the money, handing him the money, looking back, and there was no more Itchy. Itchy had fucked up. Then I realized that it's because I accidentally stole the actual container as well as the drink. and he only charged me for the drink. How hard is it to find this one? Oh, shit! Oh, it's not a spider. It's one of those creatures that looks like a spider. Harvestman. A harvestman. Well, you're going to get eaten by a spider if you go there. He doesn't care. Anyway, yeah, I just had that memory, and I was like, and Itchy telling me that he did the same thing by himself, and he said he was like super cool about it, and I was like, yeah, right. Surprised that he didn't vibrate so hard that he just disintegrated. My computer really doesn't want me to go past these files for some reason. It keeps resetting me to the top of the page. Are you on the end? Oh my god, yeah, you are. Open. Whoa, it's big. It's a big file. Oh, it's a scan. That's why it's a big file. Wow, okay. Yeah, that is a big file. Well, I'm not going to get any data off of this because you know, these are all scattered colors. But I can see that I've done the muzzle different. How is there not more of this? This is the only coloured one that I could find. I'm pretty sure that I did other colour ones. How are there not more? Whatever. Right. So we want dark brown for the ears and paws. A slightly lighter brown for the body fur and stuff, and an even lighter brown for the muzzle. Got it. Where is it? Gotcha. Okay, so I need to find a brown. Well, we've got a brown already. Should I just use this brown? Oops. I meant to use the pencil, and I had to do this. So use that as the dark brown, maybe? That for the lighter brown? That looks a bit too red. I mean, it looks right to me, but I'm not sure. What do you think? So I just realized that they're tiny on your screen. Are these good colors? Let's make it a bit more unique-y. The middle one looks a bit too red to me for some reason. What about these ones? Are these better? That just seems a bit too like red and orange because its base color comes from the orange color. So yeah, whereas these ones are slightly more earthy. You know, they're slightly more earthy orange. You know. It's more chocolate. More chocolate. So number one, or number two. Why is that an arrow? It's for the bear, yeah. It's for him. Number one. Number one it is. It's the poopy color. Okie dokie. Beep. Hey. See, with the pen lag, it just did that for no reason. Right. Beep. It's more like poopy. It's just a color that looks more like poopy. Yeah, the ears are a slightly different shade. Right, got it. Ears. So yeah, Itchy, you've never seen Stargate. Have you ever seen Stargate? The movie? The movie? Wait, Panafox said he had eyebrows, like he had thick eyebrows, but I'm not seeing thick eyebrows there. Panafox lied to me. He lied to me. The only Stargate thing I ever watched was the movie with you. Well, the later movies. So you haven't seen the movie. It was made in 1994. Dude, it was made in 1994. I've got the Animaniacs song stuck in my head. What the fuck? Right, and it's the end of the pause also, I think, isn't it? Yeah, they are slightly darker to the body. There's no real connection. Tried to watch it in sci-fi, but always missed episodes, so I lost interest. I'd like to watch it in order on the sci-fi channel. I mean, well, like I said, I was thinking about basically doing the movie club thing like twice a week instead of just doing it once a week. So, how do you feel about like once a week we watch Stargate, and then yeah, we also watch like Stargate again, a different one, but if we don't watch Stargate, we'll watch something else. I don't know. Either way, we get at least one episode of Stargate a week, and there's so many episodes. Like, so many. Well, me and Jeffrey watched the movie on here, on Discord. Right, we don't see the other hand. Oh, we do see the other hand. God damn it, why did I do this to myself? So I mean that's pretty easy because we watched it through Amazon Prime. Wasn't I having trouble watching you on Discord somehow before? Yeah, but you seem to have fixed that. At least that's what you said to me. I'm like, no wait, I got it. I fixed it. Either way, I think it's available on Amazon anyway. I mean, what do you have? Do you have Amazon Prime as well? Where did the huntsman go? I mean, the harvestman. I think it disappeared behind my desk and it hopefully, well, probably died. I don't know. P. Ooh, should his tummy be the lighter shade of brown, like the muzzle, like his chest and tummy area? Because I think we established that he isn't any particular brand of bear. He's literally a teddy bear that is alive. You know, he's literally a teddy bear form of bear, which isn't really a form of bear. You know, I don't know. He doesn't have seams and stuff. He's an actual animal, but he basically, I think we established that he wasn't actually any kind of brand of bear. So I could watch it on my TV and chat in Discord server. Is that the plan? No, the plan is for I basically stream it from my computer on Discord because Jeffrey doesn't have Amazon Prime and stuff. So that's how we've been watching it. But if you have Amazon Prime, then even if you can't make it, then you could still watch the episode. You just won't be watching it with us, you know? Because I know you're busy and I know you fall asleep. So yeah, I know you're a big flaky bastard, but whatever. That's actually not where I was going with that, but yeah. Beep. 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 Did I do the hand on this side? No, I haven't. I did the ear. When did I do the ear? I don't remember doing that. Ooh, whatever. Must have done that first. Powder Fox, you lied to me. You said he had bushy eyebrows. I just checked. He does not. Anyway. That color. So, is it around the eyes as well? No, it's just the muzzle. It is just the muzzle. Where does the muzzle end? That's the problem. So I'm just one episode behind then. No, we watched the movie. We watched the 1994 Stargate movie, in which the series is based on. But it kind of happens in another universe. Sorry, a moth just flew under my chair. I don't want to stand on it accidentally. Oh, it flew out. Teeny moth. So yeah, we haven't watched the first episode yet, but we will. We shall. I don't know when to do that though. When would be good this weekend? Yeah. Jeffrey asked you a question, but I've got a feeling I'm going to do it my way. I asked you if he should have like a kind of the coloration like they've got, where their tummy is lighter, and then they get like it gets darker as it gets further towards the back. You know, what do you think? I only work Saturday from 10 to 6, so sometime after 7 would be nice, so I have time to get home. I just realized that that could work. I mean, it's already gone past midnight here, so that we'll probably have to do that. And then I was like, oh wait, no, midnight here. Shit. Okay, so similar to them, like the chest and the belly will be the lighter color, like the muzzle. Bear, because he's not a particular type of bear, is he? He's just got the general shape of a teddy bear instead of being like an actual bear. He's a round teddy bear. Yeah. Pen lag, annoying. Gonna kill my computer. I've got Linkin Park playing in my head now. I'm gonna fix it when I do the thingy color. I am not zoomed in enough. That's why it's being weird. Don't know why it's so stressful. I've only got to do this part. Scrolling down. Okay. You know the way it looks? I mean, this is a different style to how the original one looks. Because it was a semi-realistic like illustration kind of thing. Whereas this is a more cartoony style. I'm trying to mimic the original guy's the lion guy. I'm trying to mimic his style and merge it slightly with mine for this picture. Is that his back, or is that just yeah, that's just the back of his head. Okay. And we're merging. So itchy. Like I said, I'm thinking a bit greedily here, and kind of want to just watch one every single night because there are so many. But no, I shouldn't do that. We'd all get fatigue. We'll get Stargate fatigue. Is that a thing? Stargate fatigue? I mean, it's not for me. But yeah. Oh, I do everything. What a fool. I have to do the eyes anyway. Because my eyes kind of suck right now for some reason. I'm in the box. I'm in the box. Sorry. Super concentrated. Sorry, I was cleaning. And hey, I was in the box. I was in the picture. Like, oh, did you see that? I didn't know if you actually could see that, but because, like I said, I was in the box. Did you manage to watch any of the Stargate Panafox last night? Did you crash? This isn't going to be a hard line, by the way. I'm going to blend this in, but I'm just kind of making a mental note. Okay, this bit right down. I'm sure we could do a few once it's in here and there. Well, how about this? Tonight, I shall test out if my computer can actually stream from Amazon Prime. I think it can. By seeing if it will actually be on my computer. In fact, I'll do that now. Because I was going to save this and then I was going to head inside to try to find my yogurt. But that can wait until after. We just finished off all the brown bits. All the dark brown bits. Dark brown. Beep. Beep. And no, because the poll's already done. So ready for the bucket. Ready the bucket. You didn't see any of it. Oh. Lame. Not you, just, yeah. Okay, that's green. So we've done almost all of the basic coloring is almost sorted. Pink. Like the wink. Oh my god. Oh my god, we haven't done that bit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, come on. Pen lag is so annoying. So annoying. I don't think I could take it. I don't think I would ever get used to it. I think I would actually seriously, like, just reconsider professions if the pen lag existed outside of streaming. This pen lag only happens to me when I'm streaming with you guys. So that. No! Bad panda. You. Not doing that. It just did that by itself. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. What the fuck is Sonic doing in my head? At the speed of sound. Go away. Do not be in my brain. Stop it. Okay, now file, now save. Save. Right, I'm gonna check to see if Stargate is actually available. It's on my phone, Prime. Stop it, Itchy. You shut up now. You shut up now. Stop. I will kill you. I will kill you, Itchy, and not in the pleasant ways that you like. No. Oh. Oh. It's on something. I'm mad with you because you had food last night and didn't share with Tubbs. And like, well, yeah, we're all pissed at him for that, and he'll pay. But because what? No, now he has to pay for the other thing. I never did hear back from that assassin, but I mean, clearly it didn't work. Bastard took my money and fucked off. And whose problem is that, Fan folks? So it's not available. They must have just taken it off. They must have just taken it off of Amazon Prime. Oof, because I checked. I checked like a week ago or something. Is it on Netflix? Otherwise, it's still not a problem. I can bring the discs in, put them on my computer, and we can stream that, you know? It's not. Oh, no. How much is it on Prime? Season 1, buy episode 1 for £1.89, or buy season 1 for $4.99. Oh my god. Cool. I'm gonna test out the DVD theory. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's a Blu-ray player. What are you? That DVD player? In my computer? Is that a DVD player? How do you find out? Why is it so hot in here? Oh, that's why. the fan turned off. How do I find out if the disk drive in my computer is a DVD player? I think it's a DVD player because it plays. It used to play my game, which was a DVD-ROM. It's up there. Oh, all of the things are on the wrong side. What are you? Son of a bitch. I'm pretty sure most do play DVDs. Yeah, it should be on the my computer bit. Let me just close that. Yep, it's all saved. Okay. Right, this PC DVD rewritable drive, got it. Right, but that doesn't answer the question of does it actually? How do you actually play DVDs on it? Because there's like that whole thing of like, oh my god, I've got to move shit off my desk. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is an identical computer. I don't have to move. I only have to move my pen stand, which, by the way, is my tape measure. That's my pen stand for my stylus. I don't have to move all the shit off my desk. Oh my god, I'm so excited. How's that gonna work? I'm so excited. Oh my god, you guys! I just need a DVD now. That's the problem. I'm gonna have to get the Star Trek off of that shelf, aren't I? That has all the spiderwebs over it. So I had PTSD. From a certain spider incident that happened. There's also new spiderwebs above my fucking head. Okay, how entrenched is the Star Trek DVD in there? Very shit. No problem. It's noodle time. My noodle. Yeah, it's my pen holder. My tape measure holds my stylus because it just fits perfectly in this hole, and it kind of like curls around it. It's so cute. It's useless as a tape measure, but if I want to measure my waist anyway, because it only goes up to 60. Oh my god. Okay. Making noises to cover up horrible feelings. Icky gross feelings. Right, I'm going to try to carefully use my fingers to avoid all spider webs on a part of my room that I can't see. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. So this has been on my bookshelf for so long that it literally had spiders living in it. Remember when we were watching these? I wonder what's going to happen. Like I said, I don't know if this has the software in it to just play DVDs. Oh my god, it's got Star Trek Legacy in it. It's got Star Trek Legacy. So cool. And then YouTube decided that they was just going to start taking down live streams and stopping them. Whoa. Now, let's see what will happen. It's exciting. Cyberlink Power Media Player. Well, this plays DVDs. It just opened the browser because it's trying to update itself. Okay. So, DVD movie? This version of Power Media Player does not support this feature. What feature? I'm just trying to push a button. Well, that's not going to work. Okay, so what do I do? So I just read that, Battle Frogs. It's funny. Because I'm using the computer that I normally do when I read stuff. Okay. So, do I just go to my computer? DVD. It won't let me just play. It wants me to. It wants me to buy software. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. No. Does a Windows Media Player actually have something that can play DVDs? Oh my god. So, okay. This is exactly what I was afraid of. But on this computer, although this computer actually has software in it that will play DVDs. I think. Okay, I have to move my glass. Pen. Okay, this drawer's empty. Closing it, I've got to stop a wire from getting into my computer. Oh shit. Okay, what does this computer do when I put this in? Nothing. Are you guys still there? Okay. Right. Oh my god, I've got real player. I've got real player on this computer. Real player's garbage, by the way. Oh my god, what do I do? What do I have to do? What do I have to do? Okay. you kidding me? Upgrade to real play 18 plus, all features, no subscriptions. Oh my god. Playback DVDs. Oh fuck you. Could I just want to watch a film. It's not letting me watch a film. It's not letting me watch film. It's not letting me do it. It's not. New plan. It won't let me any software that any pre-existing software I've got on either computer is telling me that I need to upgrade to purchase programs to actually watch a film. How? Can you buy it on Prime? I can, but it's going to cost me £5 for every single season. And I already have the DVDs. I have fabulously lovely DVDs. I forget who the made for the first season when I get paid next week. Dude. It's not about the money. It's about that I've already got them. You know, oh my god. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Sorry, the rage that's building behind this facade is just like, yeah. But wow. Ooh, okay. I'm going to the store. I'm looking for it. I'm going to the store. Go to the Microsoft store. Search your apps. I can get Netflix on here. That's cute. Right. DVD. My keyboard happens to be covered up because I never use this computer. Okay. Converter. Oh my god. Oh my god. It should not be this hard, okay? I can't see the chat while I'm doing this. my god, VLC. VLC's good. Do you guys know what VLC is? It's a little bit annoying, but Windows, beware, the VLC does not feature all the features of the classic VLC. It does not support DVD or Blu-rays. Use the desktop version instead. What? Can I just get the VLC? My head hurts. Okay. Okay. I quit. I quit. I give up. This is infuriating. I can't get out of this. Oh, there it is. Try searching media player. I'm going to spend $100 on getting the digital version, digital copies of Stargate. Stupid. Why am I putting that back in there? I'm going to take this into the... Oh, fuck. My hand went for a spider web. It's gross. No, wait. Is it still in there? I didn't take it out. Oh, God damn. Why is everything shitty right now? The problem is, Panda Fox, that even if I do find one, then not all of my discs are pristine. I'm missing a couple of episodes because some of my discs are actually damaged. So yeah, all my Star Trek, all of my discs of all of my Star Trek, they work perfectly. But Stargate, some of them are actually damaged. Like there's some season 8 and some season 10 that I can't play. They just don't work right now. Fix that. Put my glass back. Star Trek Legacy is back in there. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm gonna put my pen stand back. But I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to treat myself. Treat yourself. By the way, that was also another thing from Parks and Rec that was just like, yeah, hitting me in the face. Anyway, right. I'm gonna do it later. Oh, it's too late. That's fine. I realized that I'm gonna have to buy it on Amazon Prime, but it's under Damon's name, which means that it will take money out of Damon's account, so we can't do it tonight. Maybe. I mean, I could do it on my one, but then Damon won't have it on our Prime account. Oh, itchy. Aren't Amazon a bit more strict about, who, your Amazon account? It's not like Netflix. They don't care so much. They care if you basically send your password to other people across, your nan that lives in England, for example. They don't care that much about that. But if you send your Amazon Prime, I think they care. I think they notice, and I think they care. I think you might get in trouble, like kicked off of Prime if that happens. I'm gonna have to buy it. I'm gonna have to do it myself. You know what? I'm gonna figure it out after I have my yogurt. This is weirdly stressful. Yeah. I'll just do it like I did the Stargate thing. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Is no big deal. I'm just wondering, do I want to spend all that money on season 1 of Stargate? Because like I said, season 1 of Stargate isn't the best. It's not terrible, but it's not the best of the Stargates. I don't know. Why am I taking that as if I'm going to just leave? I've got to turn everything off first. Itchy, we can try that tonight, but I don't know. I don't know if you want to try that. Like I said, there might be issues with that. Otherwise, I'm just going to do it myself. I'm just going to do it myself. It is worth it. Yeah. You don't mind trying? Well, if you want to try in like 2 hours, potentially 3 hours, then yay. But I don't know. Regardless, that's when I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna try it later. But for now, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Got to stand up. That's also why I moved. Ugh. I'll be back later tonight to either try this, belly rubs and belly salute, to either try this and to maybe do the rest of the art. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm too angry. I need food. I'm getting cranky. But yeah. Okay. Have a good one. If I don't see you later, anybody that's watching. And yeah. You know, fingers crossed and all that.